boom, 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 boom. Let's see how this works as we are in the midst of severe storms. Woo! Excuse me. I haven't checked the radar here for a minute, but I keep getting notifications. It says it's going to clear up later, but right now it's off and on. So I'm just double checking. I think right now we're good. I heard some rumblings of storms and heard some dogs barking. And what an amazing Tuesday with Todd we have for you. Welcome, Tuesday with Todd. August 8th edition, and what did we decide? This is season. Let me go back and look at this. This is season 5, episode 14. Welcome. We've been doing this 5 years. 5 years we've been doing this. I know this past year has been kind of hit and miss, and I'm sorry for that. I will get back on track of that, where we'll give you at least 3 shows a month. We're shooting for weekly, but you know how that can go with live, and we're going to get more content. The way that's all going to happen is scheduling, marketing, having people take stuff off our plate. I just got to get better at that because there's a lot of content out there that you guys want me to share with you, want me to find out more information on, just like this, team stores. Now, I can only speak 100% on Equid because we use that, but I put feelers out there to find out what other people are using, what are their pros, what are their cons, what how much it is, things like that. So I got a list of information. We will go through those, and really I need your help because if there's stuff that I don't cover or that you know more than I do, hey, jump right in, chime right in. It's a group effort here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them that we're going to roll through as best we can, and at least give you a kind of an overview on it so you can make a good informed decision. And guess what? There are tons more than these 9. Tons more. These are just the ones that people had said, and so that's what we're going with on it. But on that note, for future Tuesday with Todd's, let me know in the comments other content you guys want to talk about. When I was talking with somebody about team stores today, they said, "Well, how do you get them? Like when you're putting stuff together?" Because like right now we've got probably about 5 that are open. Now I know people, that have like 7,500 stores open, crazy ridiculous. I don't know how they're the manpower that they have for it, but hey, that's what they say, so I'm gonna take them at their word. At any given time we have between 5 and 10 that are open. It could be more, could be less, but that's about right, 5 to 10. And a lot of it is just making those connections. So I think next week, Tuesday with Todd, we're gonna talk about that, how to win those orders, how to set that stuff up, because a lot of it is just asking in the questions, right? Like, hey, when you're looking at this stuff, where do you need to be price-wise for it? What do you need to make off of it? Like we had one today where they want to sell shirts for $10 and they want to be able to make, $1 or $2 off of them, which we can definitely help them with, and that's what we did. Yeah, we can do that. And we're actually probably going to make, $3 off each one because of the way that they're going with it. But ask those questions and get in there and you talk to the people and you just keep building with it. We're doing, I think right now in the planning stages is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 that are in the planning stages right now that we're working on. And those things, as soon as school starts back up, it gets right into it. So I think next week we're going to talk about that. So, here's the platforms to use. That's what we're going to talk about here. So when you get in here, check in. Make sure to let me know that you're here, that you can hear me, that you can see me, that you can do all of that. Because if I'm just talking to hear myself, that does nobody any good. And also remember that if you are not watching on YouTube, then you're a loser. No, you're not a loser. I don't know who you are. If Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice together, so you'll come across as FU, Facebook user. So that's when I say, hey, FU, don't you come over here and join us? We're in YouTube land where things you'll be able to see and all that. So with that, that's over at fatdadlive.com. So we can get you over there. Also, in the description of the YouTube video, so if you're watching on YouTube, you can click on the descriptions, team replay, all of that. You can go and I have links to each one of these that you're able to go find. So if there's stuff that's there, you can go there and watch it. That's why it's really important. And make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe and do all of that fun stuff because it helps out the algorithm, just like your comments. Make sure you comment on that as well. So let's check in, see how everybody is doing this afternoon. Yeah, it is this evening, this afternoon, depending where you are. Afternoon, Darren. Good afternoon to you, my friend. And good afternoon to Barb from North Central Minnesota, where she has some light rain and some iced tea in the cup and a snack. Snacks with Todd is always good. Tacos with Todd is pretty awesome, too. I've got the Cosmic Stardust Alania. Why? Ran out of White Monster today. And so then I had to dip into whatever else was over there, and I just killed the last one of those. So I guess I need to make a run to Sam's. What's up, Chuck? Good afternoon to you. T-Town. Hey, goes. Hey, goes. Hey, goes. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Good afternoon. And like I said, FU, Facebook user. Hey, look. How are we doing with that, right? Like, welcome, Facebook user. Head on over to YouTube land so then we can see who you are. Bam, fatdadlive.com. Let's see, what else were we in there? And I see you have tumblers turning. Yeah, Corey's putting the last few stuff on things over here. I had to show her. We're having computer issues with her, so we said different hard drive issues and stuff. And so when I said, well, when you take it up there, see if they've got any other ones, like just buy a new laptop. She doesn't do a whole lot with it. She basically does some web surfing, some researching, placing orders, things like that. She's not doing any super processing power punch stuff like that. I'm like, just pick one up. She's like, hey, they've got one that's like $200. I'm like, just get it. Just get it. If you're having issues, just get it. We're gonna definitely spend more than that fixing yours. So just get it, and we'll see how that works. But yes, she's got tumblers a turning right here. Kelly, a good afternoon to you. And Renee is 76 and gray and muggy in Chicagoland. Sounds like we have storms coming this way. Water in the bottle. You do have storms coming that way. Been hitting this around us for most of the day. And you remember the first live? I don't remember the first live. I don't. I'd have to go back. I'm sure it was a shit show because that's how these usually turn out when especially those first ones. I'm sure they were. Lisa, thank you for Lisa sent me an email because apparently the email that went out, there were some issues with it. So thanks for letting me know so I can reach out and see what's going on with that, why there were broken links in it, because everything should have been fine on it. Sunny and 82 just filled your water. Very, very nice. Okay. So team stores. We're going to roll through these. And I'm going to tell you what I know about them. So we got 9 of them. How do you guys want to do it? I'm going to kind of, because some of them we can bring up on screen, some of them not so much, just because you've got to do other stuff to get it in there. Like I said, you can find all of the links down in the description of the YouTube video. So I think what we're going to start with is the one that I know most about, and that one's Equid. Now, Equid is an e-commerce solution website. It's just none of these are, well, I can't say none of them are built specific for team stores because a lot of them have a lot of good stuff like that, but it's just not for teams. You can use it for merch stores, for businesses. You can use it for fundraisers. You can benefits. You can use it for anything. So don't think, oh, team stores, it's not any good to me. Now, with Equid, it's more of your full e-commerce solution. It's not set in any set stone. Like this is what you can do and not do with it. It does have limitations with it, but all of them do. All of them have pros and cons to it. Equid is what we got started with. Back in my day, when we got started, they used to give you 10 free products. So it was great for setting up a team store. Why? Because there's a number that says like 80% of the stores that do over $10,000 in sales has less than 10 products. So having something that only has 10 products in it, hey, that works. And when it was free, man, that worked out pretty good because you could go set up a store for free and run it through that, and you just be off and dandy. Now, there were limitations with that, and so the best thing to do is go up a plan, and then you're able to sign up for it. And you have, I think the first plan is like $15. You're able to have more reporting options than that. Now, when you get into like the $35, $40 level, there you can have up to 1,000 products. So there's a lot more versatility of what you can do. The way that we use Equid is that teams, merch stores, or whatever is set up as their own category. And then from there, you can click into those categories and see what the stuff that they have to offer is. So it doesn't matter what's going on with it. You're able to break it down that way. Now, the one downside of that is it's always your branding on everything. Equid doesn't change anything in the top end. It's all right there. So whatever you have is the same. So, you can try and hide things, and you can put links to it. So that way, unless somebody's searching, they can't find the other team stores, but your stuff is still at the top of it. But it is a good, reasonable option. It does sync up with multiple pay accounts, so you're able to run that with it. It is pretty easy to navigate around in, and it doesn't take a computer programmer to figure it out. There's tons of tutorials on it. Equity is now Lightbridge, whatever they were going to call it. It works really nice. So I think with part of that being what you're going to run into is you're not 100% sure what you got to do. You got to do everything with this. I mean, you got to do the mock-ups. You got to list the products. You got to do the product descriptions. You got to put it all together. So you're building the site. Now, most all of us do some graphic design work, so it's not that hard to create mock-ups, put them on there. That the good thing is if you're doing shirts with multiple, say like we're doing this gray shirt and it's got this design on it, but it's got multiple other designs on it. You can just duplicate it and swap out pictures, keep listing the same. So it does move pretty fast when you do it. You can find an old video we did here where we built an Equid store, and I think we had it up and running in an hour. So pretty simple, easy to do there. And like I said, prices start at $0 and go up from there. There's a ton of add-ons too. So you can do stuff with email marketing. You can do stuff with asking for reviews. You can do stuff with shipping tying into it. You can, what else am I doing? You can do pop-ups. So there's a bunch of apps that are in there. And that's where some of these really get you at, is because each one of those add-on features could be an additional cost. So instead of spending, the $40 a month for it, okay, well now I've got this app that's $15, I've got this app that's $5, I got this app that's $3, got this app that's $30. It just adds up. So, when you're looking at those apps, look and make sure that you're good for it. What you got to think about is this is your online storefront, right? If you have a storefront, you know what that is. Your brick and mortar, you're doing everything with there. Online, it's your online storefront. So you want to make sure that it's easy to navigate, easy to understand, easy to use. And Equid is pretty good at helping with all of that. So number one, Equid's been our go-to. Now, there's things that I don't like about it, because it is just an e-commerce solution and not an all-in website. There's a lot of things that don't work with it. There's add-ons that you have to buy to make those work. If you want to do things like photo galleries, if you want to do things what's the other one, like blog posting. If you want to, there's certain things that I needed to do, like square area calculators, where it's just not available in Equid. And when I asked them, hey, okay, this is what I'm looking for, they said, absolutely, we can build it for you, and it'll be $5,000. So yeah, they can build stuff for you, but it'll cost you. So keep that in mind. Is it perfect? No. Like I said, none of these are going to be perfect. Is it a good start? Hey, it's worked for us for the last 6-7 years. So it's done well for us. Now, when I say it has worked for us, well, is because we're going to be making the switch over to Shopify. And that's what we'll talk about next. Why are we moving over to Shopify when we're good with Equid? Because there's things that Equid can't do that Shopify can. Two of the big things with it is that square area calculator. And why is that important to someone like me? Well, if somebody orders a banner that's 2x3, I have to have that listing in there. If somebody orders a banner that's 2x5, I have to have that listing in there. If somebody orders one that's 5x10, I have to have that listing in there. If I do the, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze or cough or something. I wasn't sure. If I do the square area calculator, it'll calculate that. So if you have a 3x5 banner, that's 15 times $3, then that's 45. So it'll calculate that for you. So that's a big help to us. Where that's a really big help too is on things like decals, where, some people want a 5x5, a 3x3, 3x2. There's so many variables with it. Currently, we just have, hey, submit for a quote and we'll send it back to you. So if I can get rid of some of that, and that's what I meant by, if we can automate some stuff, get some of those tasks that are easy to do that just math can take care of for me, that's going to be a big help to us. The other thing is with our DTF transfers, we spend a lot of time going through artwork because people will send things in and then, hey, there's a background on this, or we need to set it up and they can't see it, or things like that. What we can do is there's places that offer apps where we can have the builder in there. So if you have a gang sheet, if you're building a gang sheet, you can just do it right on there on the site. Put it there, you'll see what your artwork looks like. See if, make sure that there's no white background behind it, no black background, whatever background there. Make sure everything that's fit and where it is. So then from there, it's pretty much print, it should be print ready for us. So when we get the file, then we don't have to do anything. It's going to go straight from here and it's going to go right in the print queue. Now there will be an option for us to verify that everything is good with it. Of course, there's a charge on that, but with that, we're able to do things like that. So there's more options available because Shopify is the 800-pound gorilla, right? There's no limit to what you can and can't do with Shopify because it is constantly evolving. They're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to get in the site. They're making it so easy that, like, right now, if you sign up, you can sign up now and get your first 3 months for $1. So, you get 14 days free and then 3 months for $1. So it definitely gives you an opportunity to get in there and check it. There's all kinds of themes that you can check from, and you can really customize it to yourself. I think for us, it's going to work out really well because having the integration to be able to do that with our gang sheets, having the integration with our partnerships that we're having in Cut Sew, our partnerships in DTF, our partnerships in wide format printing, our partnerships in just about anything that we can do, we're able to use apps inside of that, so that way the information gets to the right people. So that's what we're looking forward to. I started working on it yesterday. I did a little some today, and I'm hoping tomorrow to at least get it halfway reliable. Because I don't want to put it out there and not have everything work. But I know I'm still the builder. I'm still having. There's 3 of them that we've looked at, and we're trying to determine which one is the best one to go with. But once we have that, boom, we'll go ahead and add it on there. But that way you're able to order all your stuff. Everything will be set ready to go, and there will be a new website name going to that. If you go to our current ones, when it goes to DTF, you'll click that button and it'll just be a link to send you to the new site as we get everything migrated over, because it'll take a minute to do that. We want to make sure that we keep all the info, all the juicy juice stuff that we've got while we've been building out Fat Dad, and make sure everything transfers over there. So that's the plan there. So Shopify has a monthly fee. So let's go back. Ecwid, you can get started for $0 with 5 products. After that, go up. I think the first one's $15 and $30, and it goes up per month on that. On Shopify, you're going to spend $39 a month. So these are all going to be monthly or yearly fees, depending on which way it offers. But Shopify is going to be $39 a month. So maybe you're not, you're not ready to pay for something yet. Well, then that's where Ecwid comes in, because it's free. So we've got Ecwid out of the way. We've got, what did I just say? Shopify. I got Shopify out of the way. Next up is, what if you just want to build your own stuff? Now, I know people that have WordPress and Wix and what Big Cartel and all those, where they've built their own website, and you can get those fairly inexpensive. You can get it for free, open source, everything's there, but you need to know what the hell you're doing. Because if you don't, you can make one wrong click and you can crash your site down. So it can be as little as nothing, or it can be a couple $100 a month, depending on what you have for hosting, depending on what you have for apps that are on it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I really, really don't, because I haven't used it. I'm not a web designer. I'm not a computer programmer. I don't want to do something that I can't do or understand. I can figure it out, but that just takes too much time, and time is money. So that is not an option for me at this stage in the game. I'm going to pay somebody to do it for me, pay for a service that already has done everything taken care of from there. So I don't have to worry about that, because that one's there. So I don't know a whole lot about that, but I'm going to look at some of the stuff here, because let's see, when we talked, I'm going to look here, square word. Okay. So let me go back here. Ecwid, I gave you the stuff on Ecwid. Came to Shopify. Someone said, so questions I asked them is platform they were using. Why did you decide on that platform? What are the pros of the platform? What are the cons of the platform? What do you wish your platform did that it doesn't currently do? And what does your platform cost? So for Shopify, the reason this person moved for it is they didn't care for Wix. The pros for it is they said it was fairly easy to upload products. They said that one of the cons is that it can be harder to modify those. What do they wish the platform did that it doesn't currently do? And they said they need a good school, team, sports league, and company interface, so customers can have their items in one spot. Now, I'm assuming that can be done. Where I'm assuming that from is it's just how we're doing it in Equid, where this team is going to have this category, and then everything underneath it is going to be their stuff. So you click on this thing, this page, and everything underneath that. So I believe that can be done without any issues. Now they pay yearly for it, and yearly cost to them is $468. Let's check out and see what we got here for commentos, and see what we got in here and in here and in here. Aaron, was missing a, what is that, semicolon? That's way far down there. Before the HTTPS is what it looked like in the email I got. So yeah, something fun. Thanks, copy paste, for not copy pasting it. Todd, is that an app you use for laying out gang sheets? Or we are Shopify based too. Facebook user, who is this? So that way I can talk to you, and then I know who I'm talking to. Yes, it will be. There's 3 different ones that I know that are out there. I'm trying to see if I can make them work for all of our stuff, because like on wide format printing, that's 52 inches wide. So if I can build a sheet for that, then they can just add the stuff, and then it just rolls that way with it. But we're going to start with the DTF side of things. So there's 3 that I know of. Once we decide on the one that's there, I will let everybody know for sure on it, because if it's not good, I don't want to recommend it to you. So that would work for our patch business. Yeah. And that's the thing. If you have it in there where they're just able to upload it, that does make sense. Sweet. Love Shopify. And we haven't been anti Shopify. The biggest thing with Shopify that I don't like is that we use Square for all of our invoicing, and Square and Shopify are competing companies. So natively, they don't speak to each other. They're doing this all the time. So the only way that I can get that to work is there's apps that have to be involved in it. And one of the apps, when I looked at it, it was like $400 for them to set everything up. Okay, fine. And then it was like $25 a month for it to happen. All right, cool. No, not a problem there. Well, then magically over because I looked at this, I don't know, maybe a month ago when we first started looking into really changing stuff over. Now they've upped that price from $25 a month to $50 a month. So now I had to really look at it. Is $50 worth still being able to use Square and tie it all in there? Because I can still invoice out of Square, still do all of that, and it would just be processing their payments for it. So I may just leave it alone and not mess with that right now. And if I come down to see and have any issues, then we'll do it. But that was one of the things that was keeping me away from it. Dawn, hello to you. There. Dawn's had Shopify for 3 years, not one sale, all sales and email. Well, Dawn, that's because you're not marketing your business and directing traffic to your site, right? Like for us, the way that we do it is everything, even messages that come through Facebook, anything that's there, we direct them to the site. We're constantly telling people, go to the site, even if it's just to fill out the quote, where it's like, here, fill out the quote, and then we can get out the information from there. We are constantly directing them through the site. And the main reason is things get lost in email. And when I have a system in place where, here, it populates, here's a sale, and I can follow it through the things, that's what I do. I even make Corey, when she needs stuff for cups or when she's taking orders, I'm like, you better go put it in. In fact, let's see. These 4 orders here are all Corey orders, and I made her put them all in. So then that's just what she does now, is when she takes an order, if somebody emails her or sends her a text or through the business page, and that she'll tell me, hey, go through the site, or information she'll put it in the site form, so that way I have it. So that's how we do all that. Alicia asked, do they take a small percentage of each sales for processing, etc.? Yes. So all of those are going to, anything that processes your credit cards for you is going to be between 2.6 and 3.5%. Most will charge a 30-cent transaction fee too. They're pretty standard for that, for the credit card processing at 2.5, 2.6, 3, there's a percentage in there. So most all that are processing your credit cards for you will take that percentage. So yes, but they're not taking a percentage of your sales. So what does that mean is if you have a $100 bill, they're not taking that, let's just call it 3%. They're not taking that 3% for themselves and 3% for credit card processing. They're just doing the credit card processing. And you have a GoDaddy one too. See, you got all kinds of them. Love both of them. I filled out the form, Chipley for team stores, but I also use Shopify for my front end website. Paige, thank you very much for filling that out. Great. Since you're here, we will, when we get to Chipley, we expect you to answer all the questions that we can from us. Um, let's see what else do we have in here. Right, I will do better. We'll get you there, Dawn. We're going to get you there. Darren, that's next on the list is stall spirit. So while Darren's here, he's going to help us. He's going to help us understand all the stall stuff, because one of his biggest cons is that they don't keep up with S&S inventory, and they don't use Square either. I do pretty good with what I do, but I know there's a lot more I have. Yes, a lot yet to learn. Yes, there is 100% on it. So let's talk about that. So stalls has the spirit. What is that called? I just want to make sure that I got it right. It is their spirit sale. Their spirit sale e-commerce pricing. Now, currently, it is $699 for the year, and that's it. $699 for the year. With that, here's some things about it that I know, and since we have Darren here and he's used it, maybe he can answer us some more questions if we have anything there. It does tie into things. You are able to get some of it in there because you're able to build stores for each company, right? So if you have 5 different stores going on, it's 5 different sites that are underneath there, all under one dashboard, which is pretty sweet. We'll integrate with, who all does it integrate with? Sanmar, SNS, and Alpha. But integrate means that you get a look at your inventory, but it's not really up-to-date inventory. So there's kind of the issue with there. There's no hidden fees or monthly charges. You're going to spend that $6.99 a month, $6.99 a year. And with that, the only extra, I think, is when it's payment processing. Now, on payment processing, I believe that they're only doing PayPal. I think that's right. They're only doing PayPal right there. But for $700, that's a pretty sweet deal for everything that comes along with it. It is, what I've seen, not a bad deal. It was one of the ones that we were looking at trying to figure out if we did it. And some of the things that we needed to do, it just wouldn't do because we want to be able to use this for our business altogether. And now I know people that, have combinations of it where they have a site and then they have this for their stores. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. I know people that have their websites and then they have Chipley attached to it, or Order My Gear, or they have, some other things that are with it. So you can do it. As far as that, let's see, Darren, since you're here, any other pros, cons, things that you can think of with that? Because like I said, $700 for a year, not bad. It is yearly, so there's not a recurring monthly, but it could be, it could be there. As far as web page direct them to, that's the big thing. Bob's going to help me with. Awesome. So you see, we're going to get you there. And thank you again. And what does Darren mean when he says Bob's going to help him with it? Well, you don't know. We started working with Fresh Horizons to take care of all of our marketing needs. You can go to betterwithmarketing.com to find out more information. Darren signed up for it. I'm looking forward to all the great things that Darren is able to start doing. PayPal and Stripe is what the Stalls Spirit Sale says. No PayPal. I got banned for life because of my vape business, which is why I use Square, right? Because Square doesn't care. Square doesn't care, man. So you're able to use it there. And it doesn't, and here is my other thing too. It doesn't work well when adding stuff on the laser side, like from JDS, because that's something that I've seen is an issue, is adding other products to a company store. Okay, sometimes you'll run into that issue. The next one that we're going to talk about definitely has a big issue with that. So we'll cross that. We'll cross that one there, because let me look and see Stall's Spirit Sale, what some other people maybe had to say about it. Stalls. Did somebody put? I know somebody put Stalls in here. I thought they did in here. Stall Spirit Sale. Let's see. Order My Gear. Square Sanmar. I guess they didn't. I guess maybe it was just Darren was telling me about it. So Darren's our go-to on it. Darren is our resident expert on the Stalls Spirit Sale. So Darren, let's see. Remember, all the links are in the description of the YouTube video. So if you go there, you can find the description. You can find the links to all of the team stores. What just happened here? I just lost a bunch of stuff, and I don't think I can. I got to find you guys because now, ooh, there we go. Ooh, it moved around and went from screen to screen, so I couldn't find it there. But we can post. Let's see. I should be able to grab this and stalls. Yep, stall spirit sale. I'll copy this, and I can put this in there. So there is the stalls spirit. Where if you want to find out more information on it, you can head over there. Like I said, the comments. In the description, there'll be all the links, so you're able to go there and find it for you. But there is for the stalls spirit wear in that. And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Don. Now, all right. So we've taken care of Equid. We've taken care of Shopify. We've taken care of stalls. We missed a couple free ones, or we took care of WordPress, all that. I don't know enough about that one, so that one's kind of tough for me to get into. But the next one up is Sandmar. Yes, don't know if you knew this or not, but if you have an account with Sandmar also has where you can build custom websites. Now, here's the thing with it, right? It doesn't cost you anything. With those websites, yes, you can price, each item individually. You can, feature products in the customer's colors, add logos, create your own homepage. It has the built-in e-commerce capability. So with PayPal, my nose itches. So you're able to do that. In fact, I think I have a link to a stalls one. Yeah, I do have a link to a stalls one. So let me put that in here, and then we are going to share. Let's see, present. We'll roll through that one together because this one's pretty. No, not sharing slides. I want to share the screen, and I want to. What do I want to do here? I want to company casual. So yeah, here. There we go. I think I want to share that. So share. And it should let us share that now if we bring it right here. There it is. All right. So here's what a store looks like from Sandmar, where you can set it up here with everything here. You've got your t-shirts, you've got your stuff on the side there. Here's all your stuff. We got to go look at hoodies. Because we're going to see. Hoodies. Yeah, let me see. Okay, see, I'm down with that. A lot of times you'll get it where it is right over it, isn't it? I need to go back and see. It's one of my biggest pet peeves is when I see stuff, when I see strings on things, then that one looks like it's behind it. So I think we're fine. But it has all your options right here on it, and this is free. Not a bad gig here. Here's the big problem with that, right? Can anybody guess what I think a big problem with using just the Sandmar team store for it? Because the layout on it is awesome. It's got everything that you want through here. It's got your spirit swag. And that's what their spirit swag is. Okay, your lanyard, your tumblers. So it does have things in here, but from what I have found is the biggest issue with this is that you are not able to add products from another company. Shocker, right? It's Sandmar stuff. Why would they want you to be able to add stuff from Alpha or add stuff from SNS? I mean, I get it, right? It's theirs. They don't want you to be able to do that. So that's where you might run into an issue by not being able to add things to it like that. So, but it's free, right? It's a free option with it. So that's Sandmar. You can check out. Did I put that link in there? Or she put it in there. I think company casuals. Yeah, I did put that in there. So you're able to go there and check it out for it. Yeah, you're an expert because you know more than me. So see, I'm calling you the expert. What about TikTok Shop? So TikTok Shop to me is something completely different because of the team stores and that. Because the platform to get there to set it up can be cumbersome to do. Great for those singular products that you have on your site that you're trying just to add stuff, 1, 2, things like that. But as far as building that out for a team, I haven't looked in it far enough. But to me, it just doesn't make sense at this point for it. Too much work to add other vendor products. Well, you can't add other vendor products. So that's there. Yep, Chuck got it. All of Sandmar's products. all-in-one template just for our industry. Yeah, that's what we definitely need. But you're going to pay for that. I believe you can add, but only so many. They don't want you adding tons of other brands and filters. Okay, so they did change that up where you can add other things, but I totally get it. You just have to add another section. FU Facebook user, who are you with this great information? Because from what I seen is that there was select things that you could not do. And this was when I looked into it before. And since we're not using it, let me see if anybody has, let me see if what anybody had to say in the comments on that one and see what they put in there, because I thought somebody had said that they used Sandmar in it. Let's see, Sandmar. The reason that they signed up for it, it was free, and that's their main supplier. It's free, convenient, easy to set up stores. They could only use PayPal for credit checkout, and customers can't see the logo that they choose on the product they want. Limited to add extras that Sandmar doesn't supply. So you can add extras, but you're limited to it. Things that they wish it did that it currently doesn't: be able to link to other pay systems, show the design on the actual product-based customer selection, and the cost on it is zero. So it has limitations, but it's free. That's the thing. It's free. It's free. It's free. They said all the links to these you can find down in the description of the YouTube video. So now, something else that is also sort of free-ish is Squarespace. You can build. I haven't done it. I don't know a whole lot about it, but Squarespace, you can build off that. Free somewhat, up to, depending on what you're doing with it, 23 looked like the price point that I found on it for Squarespace. Like I said, links will be in the description, so you're able to find that there. But what somebody else had said about it was that on Square, free service, ease of use, low cost payment, easy to share. So that was things that they liked about it, because I think, like I said, the cost is $23 a month on it. There are some issues because they said there's limited abilities in customization, and that the reports are wonky. That's something that can really be frustrating when you're trying to do reports. You have to do weird things, get weird things. Yeah, I can totally get that. I said, what are the cons to it? And they're like, it's free. So can there really be a con? Totally get that. And it doesn't cost them anything. So that's the program that they're on. That's where it is. So Square, I don't know a whole lot about on that side of it. If somebody else can give more, then I would be happy to take any more information on there. Let's see. Where that come from? They don't sell those, so they're able to add limited products on it. There it is. Not being able to add stuff from other vendors is understandable, but I have an S&S warehouse in KC, so easy to run up there and no shipping for small orders. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's something you have to look at when it comes to what did I do? Okay, so that's something you have to think about too. Is if I'm ordering from other places, am I able to put everything on there? Am I able to create my own? Well, how does that all work? Okay, so we've covered building the website with WordPress, e-commerce solution, something like that. We've covered Equid. We've covered Shopify. We've covered stalls. We've covered Squarespace. We've covered Sandmar. I know we have covered a lot, and this is just the tip of it. They said all of the links are in the description, so that way you can go find out more information, because you know how that rabbit hole works, right? You can go down that rabbit hole, and you can be in that rabbit hole for hours on stuff. Believe me, I know, I've done it. And the next three are kind of what I feel kind of the leaders of the pack of this thing. And being the leaders of the pack, they're going to cost you some money. So first off, let's talk Inktovo. So Inktovo is the parent company now of both Inksoft and Printavo. What else do they have in there? Graphics Pro, Graphics Design, Graphics Flow. They have a few different things in there. You can find the link in the description below. But on Inksoft, let's see. I know I had a few people in there. They've been using it for years, so they haven't had any issues with their pros of it. They're used to using it now, so once they got used to it, it's there. It creates the reports for ordering, creates packing lists, and labels for the bag. Those are all efficiency things, right? Those things will help you become faster, which saves you money, and time is money. What are the cons? The cost, which probably shouldn't be, but the way it has changed for us the last year sucked. that it doesn't work as well as it should or as well as they've promised. So there was a buyout and then kind of a merger of sorts, and a lot of things are supposed to have happened that didn't. A lot of people that were on legacy plans were told, "Hey, that's no longer in effect. Now you have to pay this price of $400 a month." That's what they are paying for this, $400 a month. Inksoft right now, it is to sign up for it. I'm going to make sure that I have it right. Because Inksoft, it does. I mean, it does a lot of stuff. The links are in the description, so you can go check it out for yourself. But you can, for right now, my nose itches. Maybe if I take a drink, it'll help with it, right? So there is a setup fee, $2,000. Sorry, $1,999 is the setup fee for it. Now, limited time offer, it's zero. So if it's something that you're interested, limited time offer, it is zero. Now, they have two price points on it: $299 a month and $399 a month. With the we're going to call it 300 and 400 because it just makes it easier. So in the 300 plan, you can have up to 100 online stores, unlimited art approvals, unlimited quotes, unlimited invoices, unlimited sales presentations. You get the unlimited online designer for designs and clip art. There's like, 4,000 vector design templates and 6,000 vector clip art graphics. There's an order manager, a production and job manager, a purchasing and receiving manager, a CRM, reports, tailored product jumpstart and onboarding. It's got phone support, and live chat support, and email support, and training webinars, and all of this stuff on it. So, but it's $300 a month. Now, what's the difference of going from 300 to 400? The big differences are you go from 100 online stores to unlimited online stores. And you think if you're running more than 100 online stores, when you take this cost and divide it up, it's not much at all. You also get like 1,200 extra vector designs with it. And I think there's some other things that, like additional team members, things like that are all included with it. But it's $400 a month. If you act now, instead of it being $2,000 to sign up, it's free. So the link for Inksoft is in the description of the YouTube video. So you got to go to YouTube, click on the description, and you'll find it for Inksoft. And I think that was all somebody had to say about Inksoft. Let me just double check. Let's see, because there is Square, WordPress, Shopify, Chipley, Inksoft, Order My Gear. Okay. So that is Inksoft. That is Inksoft. Any other questions, comments, concerns? How am I doing? Am I drinking from a fire hose, right? Am I trying to burn through this? Because I know, you guys are going to have questions. I'm going to try my best with answers. But we only got two left. And one of them is, this might be the one that we go to as well. I know. You just said, but Todd, you said you're going to Shopify. We're moving our website to Shopify. And with that, because of doing those things with it, but when it comes to team stores, there might be a separate solution for that. And we'll talk about that. So next up is the one that is we're going to jump right in. Is the one that I feel is just ridiculous. Order My Gear. Now, I know a lot of people that are on Order My Gear. They've been on it forever. And like I said, the description link, go check it out. You can make your own assessment of it. And they said, if they hadn't been on it forever, they wouldn't sign up for it now because of what it is for it. Now, Order My Gear, this is what they're made for, is to build out the team stores. You can get unlimited users, unlimited stores, unlimited support. But here's the thing, okay? To sign up with them, it's $1,899. That's setup fee. Out the door, setup fee. Now, sometimes at trade shows, you might be able to find discounts on that. But yeah, one time, $1,900, build it out for you. Then the way that their pricing works is 3.95% is the Order My Gear, the OMG fee. So that means based on your customer cart's total, they are going to get $3.95, or 3.95%, Means if your customer's cart total is $100, then they are going to charge you $3.95 to use for you using their stuff. So if you don't sell anything that month, you're not getting charged for it. If you're selling a lot of stuff, so let's say, if you do $10,000 a month, right? So that's kind of, if $100 is $3.95 and $1,000 is $39.50, $10,000 becomes $3.95. So you got to start looking. If you're spending that kind of money, is Inksoft a better deal? You got to start looking at that. If you're consistently doing $10,000 or more, is it worth it? That's only that is only a thing. It's only something that you can option, that you can answer. You can make what's best for you and your business. Now, as far as things that are included with it, they have the. I don't think that they are. I don't think that they integrate with anything. I don't remember. So if somebody here has Order My Gear, please let me know. Do they integrate with like your Sanmar, your S&S, your things like that? Going to the comments of what was there for Order My Gear. Order My Gear. The reason they decided on it is customization of each store and options within the product listings. It's really easy for pros. It's really easy to read reports and receipts, ready to access customer information, can email customers right through the platform, can adjust orders, give coupon codes, can offer package bundle deals, can bulk load logos to products, had a huge product database with product colors, images. You can create your products, create products that are not in the database. So if there's something that you need that's not in there, you can create it there. So far, they haven't found any cons. Mine would be the price. Like that's a crazy price for me. When somebody else with Order My Gear says Order My Gear for the ease of it, they use Equid when it's a 1 or 2 item store, but they use Order My Gear for everything else. Pros to OMG is the ease and variance and wide selection of substrates. It's easy to replicate a store for a new client or season. Pros to Equid is that it is free, so there's that. Okay. The cons to Order My Gear is the cost. So I didn't realize this. One of the things that they said that they wish it did was that they wish OMG had a freaking search button in the shop. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. They wish it had a freaking search button. But OMG has an initial one-time buy-in and then takes approximately 4% of sales. So there's that. You're going to have those costs of putting it in there, and we're going to see. Let's see our comments, that because I know there are some Order My Gear users in here. Let's see. ECS said, yes, you can see stock on many products right in OMG. Okay, how updated is that stock level? Because that seems to be the biggest issue with some of these, is that it doesn't sync up often enough. Right? Some people say on some of the stuff it syncs up like once a week, so it's not even worth it to use. Other ones said that that it syncs up every day, so it at least gives you a general idea of it. So if you know that answer, let me know. And it also integrates with QuickBooks and ShipNation. Wendy, good to hear from you. Wendy was the one who introduced me to OMG, and when we were talking this, I don't know 2-3 years ago. I'd seen it, but I didn't really know anybody that used it. And Wendy was one of the ones that she has it. It links to Sandboard for image levels. It's a joke. I love it, and it'll link with QuickBooks Online for bookkeeping. So that's what you have for Order My Gear. And like I said, right now you're spending $1,900 a month, or $1,900 one-time fee, and 3.95% of your sales that go through that. All right, Order My Gear. There's that one. Now, the next one that we're going to hit up is Chipley. Now, Chipley is newer to the game. They're actually based out of Wisconsin. They are I wish Sarah was here. I wonder if I can get Sarah on here, because Sarah uses them and she's kind of my go-to on it, how she did it. Because in fact, when I sent her something, I was like, hey, since you needed both, I need to do pros and cons on Chipley and Inksoft. And she just sent me something here, 20 minutes ago. I just realized you need these for your live. I'm sorry, I'm a sucky friend. You're okay, Sarah. But right now, the stores that she 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She built 12 stores today. So hey, I'm gonna let her slide on why she couldn't talk to me. But Chipley is developed by Bornhout. I think that's the name. They're apparel decorators in Wisconsin, and they wanted a system that worked for them. Now, with Chipley, the features that talking with other ones that had it, we're going to go through those, and then I'll let you know what I know, and then we'll get into it. So, Chipley, we decided on the platform because it was time saving. Somebody else said price, inventory features, artwork features, and ease of use. Pros of the platform, as he said, it was easy to set up and it saves so much time. It's price, inventory integration with 99% of the wholesalers I use. Easy to use, excellent customer service. Now, from what I have heard, that their stuff updates like every hour. Now, whether that's true or not, since I don't use them, and that's where if my friend Sarah would not work and join me, she'd be able to answer that question for me. Unless somebody that is here using Chipley can answer that for us. But it was something like every hour that it was updating to it. The cons to it, he said the fees, because you are going to pay 3.5%. And I'm going to talk about how that works because I don't understand the concept of it. And hopefully I need to get a better understanding of it. And this is where my friends would help out. The other kind of shipping options. Shipley only integrates with ShipStation. And I prefer Pirate Ship myself. I can't offer multiple options for shipping. So they can't go first class and priority, and they struggle with not under or overcharging for shipping. So there's that. You got to make sure that you have that part covered. Next up, what do you wish the platform did that it doesn't currently do? Add product to my cart, but not actually place the order, so I can add extra items. So that's something that's unique with it too. Well, they will order for you. So they will go ahead and order your stuff for you from your suppliers. So I'm not 100% sure how that works, but they will just go ahead and order you because that's what they said. Adding products to my cart, but not place the order so I can add extra items. So there's that. Store closes it, orders the items for you. The other thing is the ability to offer multiple shipping options to the customer. Now, what is the cost of this? On the cost of this, it's $1,000 onboarding fee and then 3.5%. Now, if you are a member of Shirt Tribes, yeah, member of Shirt Tribe, that's right, isn't it? Shirt Lab, Shirt Tribe, Shirt Lab, Shirt Tribe, Shirt Lab, Shirt Lab, Shirt Tribe, Shirt Lab. Which one is it? One of those. If you're a member of that, they do have a discount for you, so you're able to get it on special. Trade shows when they're there for it, special. They have a sign-up special there. It's usually $500 for it. So normally it's $1,000. There are ways to get it for half that at the $500, but there's a 3.5% sale percentage charge on every item ordered, excluding, and this is what I'm not 100% sure I understand, fundraising, excluding fundraising and handling fees. And then there's the credit card fees that are on top of it. So, you're going to get charged, you're going to get dinged right off the bat, your 3%, this, let's just call it even at 7%. 7% right off the top, you're going to get dinged for credit card fees and for processing for them. So you've got that. There are a few other features that can be added to it, but overall with it, this is what I'm going to need. I bet I can I show this on here? Yeah. I can show this on here. So if I remove this one, stop screen share, and then I present and bring up the Chipley one, then we can kind of go through that and you can see what this one is. Chipley. Yes, Chipley. Let's bring you to the screen, my friend. So here's the pricing on Chipley. And remember, all of these links can be found in the description on YouTube. So make sure that you're reading the description in there and you can go check them out. Well, we'll start with pricing since it's on. There's an onboarding fee, one-time fee of $1,000. Credit card processing fee, 2.9% on the total and a 30-cent transaction. I mean, that's pretty standard anymore, right? And then the 3.5 Chipley fee. This is where I get confused at, because the Chipley fee is 3.5% and only charged on the product price plus the decoration price, not on any fundraising, taxes, additional charges, optional personalization charges, or extra. So what I don't know if that means that I don't understand the optional personalization charge. So if it's $15 for a shirt and we're charging $7 for the personalization, if that 3.5% doesn't apply to that, I don't know. $15 for the shirt, school sells it for 20. They're only going to charge us the 3.5 on the 15, so the school can still make their money. I think that's how that works. That fee includes, their premium features of purchasing, SMS messaging, and unique branding. Now, as far as features, we can come up here, and integration. Let's see what it says that they integrate with here. Or did I do that wrong? Store build. We've thought of everything. This company created by a team. It's the cool thing is if you watch a little video, you can see, boom, it automatically places the stuff for you. So it knows where stuff should go. It can put it on there, which is kind of cool. And that's why I liked it. Here, you process left chest, okay, boom, put it in there. Let's click these, add the logo, and then it does it for you. Kind of sweet that way. You can select either where you want your PNG to be or land, combination of places you want the artwork, and let Chipley do the rest. So you don't have to drag and job or do anything that for you. It looks like the preset locations are full front, full back, chest, thigh, accessory front, cap front, sleeve, and locker tag. Then they have the color curated templates. So their most popular feature to date is save time by bringing in our color selected templates. So for us, our school colors are maroon and white. I'm sure we can go through there and find maroon and white, and it'll bring in the things for that. They also offer several logos without having to have the same product on your store more than once. So that's kind of cool. Live inventory. Let's see if it tells us in there. Make professional decisions based on hourly updated inventory. So hourly updated inventory. You can set your specs on your store where, say like this shirt here, this black one here, this is ordered. Let's say it's it's Sanmar PC55, right? Well, if you can set it so once it gets below a certain threshold, it'll pull it from your site, so they can't even order it. So you don't have to worry about back ordering or when sizes go out or colors or things like that. So it will only offer the sizes and colors in stock. I think that's pretty cool with that. And it's based on hourly updated inventory. So hourly updated inventory. Not too shabby at all on that. Let's see what else. Features. That was a store build. Let's see integration. Let's see what all it integrates with, and then we can see what you guys have from there. So A4, Adidas, Alpha Broder, Augusta, Champro, Charles River, Cutterback, Delta, Founder, Mizuno, Pennant, Rawlings, SNS, Sanmar, Stadium Chair, Under Armour, and Vantage. So it integrates, and then it also integrates with Paisy, whatever, Printavo, ShipStation, ShopWorks, Store Manager, Zip Attack. So it does integrate with some. It's not too bad about that. And yeah, what's the process? We'll see what this is. Process. Once the store's closed, take a minute to finish there. So automatic work orders, name and number options. Look at that, sorting sheets. That's pretty legit, right? Packing slips. And this is why Berghard, that's what it is, Berghard. So this is why I said, all the things that it looks at doing, paying that, that $500 to onboard and then 3.5%, we build on our pricing anyway. So it doesn't really affect us. That's the way I look at it. It doesn't really affect us because when we factor in our pricing, we include all of that in there. So in the hour, we just bang through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I think we did pretty good on that. So that was Chipley. And he said all of the links can be found in the description of the YouTube video. So make sure you go there. You can go through that and click on all of those. Now, questions, comments, concerns. Now's the time. I'm going to take a drink, post it in there. Let me know what you're using. If you got anything from this, if you're even more lost than you were before, let me know in the comments. All right, let's see. Let's see. And I just checked Augusta product, and inventory is almost right now in OMG, so that's good to know. Darren says Stalls does have production boards. You can move groups, shipping labels, and I think they're going to be linked to Pirate Ship. That would be sweet. The inventory is within a couple few pieces. Says it was last updated on 8/3/2023 at 1/12/14. So wait a minute. So it was updated 5 days ago, or what? It was updated 5 days. So pretty current, recent inventory. I mean, 5 days is a long time in inventory time. So let me know if that was a typo there. On OMG, does it allow you? What will happen if it drops below a threshold? Will it pull that product from your website or no? Some products in OMG, there's a drop down so you can select your vendor and then select the warehouse to see current stock. Gotcha. And Becky says, if you set up fundraising or a handling fee, you don't pay the 3.5% just on the product price. But if you don't enter anything for fundraising or handling, you'll pay the fee on the full amount. Okay, I think I'm getting a little better understanding of it. Paige says, if I charge $5 to add a name, they don't charge 3.5% for that, just on the base price, the shirt and decoration. That was what I was after. So if we have a shirt that we have for sale at 20, but it's only 15 because 5 is going to the school, and there's an option to add a name to the back from 7. So now that shirt is $27. We are only going to get hit on the 15. Did I explain that correctly? Let me know in the comments if I did or not, because I think that's right. And Paige says that there is a ton more vendors than they integrate with the nuts on list. Paige, what are some of the other vendors that were not listed there that they integrate with? Let us know. But like I said, there's a lot out there now. There is no end all be all, right? Every one of these has an issue. There's something that somebody doesn't like about it, and there's something that a lot of people don't like about it. It seems like they're all missing that one thing that would make it perfect, and so there is no perfect thing out there. Now, the other thing that I wasn't 100% on board with something like Chipley, anything that takes my money and processes, when do I get paid? Because on some of those, like for us currently, we order on Monday, Wednesdays, Friday, or we order on Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are order days. I had to think about that for a second, but we order Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If somebody places team orders today, being Tuesday, we would order it on Wednesday, and we would have it here by the end of the week, and we could, get going on it if it was something that is already ready to roll. If it's something we already have transfer for, something that we're already in the queue for, and instead of doing everything all at once, we're able to do that. Money's already been collected. We already have it from there. But with some of these, you're only getting paid once a week. And let's say you only get paid on Sunday. Well, that means if I placed an order, a customer placed an order with me on Monday, I wouldn't see any of that money till the following Sunday. Which, I mean, it's not horrible, because you're going to most likely order your stuff when the store closes and do all that. But it's just the principle behind it. You're holding on to my money. Why can't you just send it the next day for me? Take whatever you want and then give it back for me. So me, it's there. Every Thursday and hits my account. So Becky said that they get paid weekly. Yep. And so 15 does sound right on that. Okay. So yeah, if I had it for 15, school was making 5, it's 27 for that $27 shirt. We only get hit 15. So thanks for that, Paige. And as I said, Chipley seems to have everything that I need it to, and knowing that I have a good handful of people that are using it, that's one that I'm looking at going for. And you get paid weekly. Chipley deposits every Thursday and hits my account on Friday. Okay, good to know there. And to me, it's pick what features you need the most and then go look at those who offer them. Yeah, what do you need the most of? For me, it's going to be the ease to open stores. Just because with Equid, it's still a chore. It's still an hour at least to open up a store. Even if I have things, unless it's a little store, that's only offering a couple products, But there's a lot of time that goes into that. And if you're not charging to set up a store, $250, $500, you're going to waive when they get to certain levels. That time has to be accounted for somewhere. So if you can have a store in minutes put up there by just here's some logos and it does it for you, I mean that's huge for us. At our time at $125 an hour, if it takes 3 hours to do a store, it's $375. If that would have taken 30 minutes to set up through one of the other ones, that's a huge time savings, which allows us to do other things. So yes, find the features that you want the most and then go look at who has to offer them. So having those ones where it populates, like inventory, is that something that, oh my God, I need that? No, I've done it by looking at stuff for the last 7 years. So why would that be like, oh yeah, you don't have that, so I can't use it? Is it nice to have? Absolutely. So if it's there and it's in that same realm, hey, I'm gonna look at it. But find what you need it to do for you. That's why he said we're going to have Shopify and most likely Chipley, because the Shopify, Chipley is going to be way easier to do all of our team stores. Shopify is going to be better than Equid for us because of the add-ons that we can do that Equid currently doesn't offer. And Becky said, I almost always close my stores on Wednesday evenings for that purpose. And see, that's what Becky, and these are the type of things that make sense. So if they close up pay period on Thursday, deposit on there, she closes their stores on Wednesday. So that way everything's said and done. They get the money, and then the process starts from there. So she does it on Wednesday. See, I was typically a 10 a.m. Monday morning guy. I didn't have to worry about when payments or anything came because 10 a.m. Monday, that's when its store closes. I have till 12:30, I believe, maybe 1 to get everything in for Sanmar, and I have till 5 to get it in for S&S. So I could get everything in on a Monday, store would close at 10, have everything ordered. It would usually, depending on where it's coming from, it would get here Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we would work Thursday, Friday to get everything back to them within that 7 to 10 business days. So that's how we typically close it. 7 to 10 business days from when the store closes, that's when they get their merch format. So we try and stagger when our stores are, so we don't have more than 3 stores closing at the same time. It just makes it easier that way. Less headache, less to manage because we don't have a system in place to manage it on that end of it. Now having some of this other stuff, I kind of dig it, and that's where I'm at with it. And this is where like that. OMG, it's 2 days before you get your money. So unlike where you're waiting that till Thursday for your money to come and show up on Friday, you're getting there. Now, Becky, you said checks deposit every Thursday and it hits my account on Friday. So $1,000 sale, they're going to take their 3.5% from that and then send you the difference, correct? Help me, if you can, understand the ordering process, because will they also order directly for you? And will they pull that money out of there? And whose account are they going? Because I'm assuming you have to have the accounts with S&S and Sanmar and all of that, right? To be able to do that. Like I said, since I got people here, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want answers. Becky says, I typically order Mondays and Thursdays. I just try to close my Chipley store on Wednesday and have products ready for customers by the end of the day the following Tuesday. See? And so she's got a system in place. Here's when it closes. Here's when it's getting back. Here's when it closes. Here's when it gets back. Here's when it closes. Here's when it gets back. Systems, timelines. That's what you need for everything. So yeah. Did I ask that? Yeah, I did ask that. So what does anybody else got? Did anybody learn anything today? Or did you just get more confused? Because when I was going through this, I'm like, okay, yep, I dig that. I dig this. I dig that. I don't dig this. I went back and forth on this. And like I said, there's options for everybody. Whether you're just getting started and you want to get, for as low as free 99, or if you want to spend a couple $1,000s to go onboarding and doing that, you can do that too. The biggest thing with this is, doesn't matter what you use something. Because the days of having to keep everything on paper and write stuff off, or you write stuff up, and I'm gonna build this here, and then I'm keeping it all here. Man, you're just wasting too much time. You're losing too much product. You're forgetting where you put stuff. You're forgetting if you ordered things or not. You're trying to send things to customers. Do it. Just having a website makes it all that go away. Here, order on here. Just do it. Doesn't matter the process. Doesn't matter which of these 9 you use or any of the other 20, 30 of them that are out there. use something. Find out what works best for you. Paige says, I opt out letting Shipley order for me. Take the orders through other channels and like to manually place my orders. Great to know. And Becky said, you can order directly from Shipley to the vendor, but I print off the order sheet, which lists product numbers and quantities and sizes, etc., because I like to add additional products on my order. So there. So they don't have to order automatically for you. You can do it yourself. That's another good thing to know. I'm super excited about that. Like I said, I think that's the one that we're leaning towards. It seems like every month they're adding new features to it, and it's only going to get better. And so I figured, hey, that's what we're going to take a look at. But my friends, the time has come to end this show. We burned through this hour 15 minutes, so hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully, if you're using something and you're not happy with it, now you know that there's some other options out there. If you are using something, you love using it, good for you. I'm glad that you found something that you like to use. I'm not saying you're wrong or you're right if you don't use what I use. I'm saying you're right because you're using what's right for you. All right? There's so many choices. So many choices. That's the best thing about us. So many choices for it. I remember Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, Tuesday with Todd. We do have that. Guess what? That's tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Channel. 8:30 a.m. Central. How the hell did I just completely lose it on that? Anyway, we do that 3 times a week. We do this Tuesday with Todd, and next week I think we're going to talk, more of this stuff on setting up the fundraiser thing. I don't want everybody's information on that. These are great, little town hall meetings that we can talk more about it and help others that, listen, I don't know everything. I know about 1% of stuff, but I know there's people that only know 0.5% of stuff. So, hey, if I can help those people out, that's what we're here for, is to give you as much knowledge that I have so you can jump over the speed bumps that I had when I got started, because why not? Share the wealth. I'm not a gatekeeper. I am a gatekeeper on some stuff because, damn it, I put in time, I put in money, research, did all this for it. And for somebody to say, well, why don't you just give that up? Well, why don't you just go figure it out your damn self? I had a conversation with somebody that kind of upset me with that. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning on Morning Mindset, because it really struck a nerve with me where for me to get called a gatekeeper on stuff, I'm like, what the hell? All right, whatever. So I have that in my notes to talk about tomorrow morning. Next Tuesday, we're going to talk more team stores, how we factor them, how we started up, what we do. That's what we're going to do there. So we'll get in on that. Other stuff is we did open up some more spots for our DTF VIP membership. What does that mean? It means you get priority shipping, not priority shipping. Can't afford that. Not for your $50 a month. I can't. You get priority production. So most of your current production schedule right now is 3 to 5 business days. When you're the VIP, most all of your stuff is going out within 2 days. Some is even going out 2 days. Most is going out next day. Some is even going out same day. Just depends when orders are placed. So we put you at front of line service there. You get a 15% off discount. You can find out all that information over at fatdadwholesale.com. That is $50 a month there. Also, we're going to have a sponsorship opportunity, and I believe that Better With Marketing is going to take that. So we're going to have like a monthly sponsorship available, and then we'll create a little thing for that and talk about that. But I believe Better With Marketing is going to take it over for August. I'm just waiting on some script to put together to read off on every show, because, hey, that's exposure, 3, 6, 12 shows plus that. I mean, that's 16 shows that we're going to talk about and have a little thing, so yeah. We'll do all that. All right. In the meantime, you guys stay classy, San Diego, or however that rolls. But yeah, there you go. You do have to have. Thanks, Becky. You do have to have accounts with vendors for Chipley to order direct. Thank you very much for that. And Barb said, "Thanks for the great discussion, Todd. Have a great evening, everyone." Well, thanks for stopping by, Barb. And we'll see Barb tomorrow morning, and hopefully we can see you tomorrow morning. Because remember, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Morning Mindset. Until tomorrow morning, you guys have an amazing night. It's Tuesday, so go get those tacos and get filled up on that kind of stuff. But peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.